Alrighty, so today I'm going to be trying to put a drawer setup in the back of the Pajero. I've got one here, this Titan Kings one, which was given to me. Yeah, so what I'm going to try and do, they're actually just too wide for the wheel wells. So what I'm going to try and do is try and space them up just a touch. I've got some wood here to do that. So I'll cut a few of them down to length and raise it up, and I want to try and make it so that I can actually slide this underneath them, so that way I can take a trestle table with me wherever and yeah, use it whenever I need. So we'll get to some cutting. I've already measured it, so I've made it so it's 950 millimeters deep to about here, and that's on both sides, and then width wise it's 945 mil. So I should be able to do that. And then the height of one of these, I'll sort of box it up, and the height of one of these will be taller than the trestle table. So I should be able to space that underneath. So with a bit of luck, we'll be able to do that today. Even if I don't get the drawers in, if I can just make that box or even cut it all to shape and get it ready to be put together, that'll be pretty cool. So we'll see how we go from there. Alrighty, so this is what I've got so far, just cut out a box. The drawers I've just measured are about 710 mil deep, so I've just marked that there. So with a bit of luck, there's a bit of room back there still. I got a battery box and a battery, so hopefully I can put it back there behind the drawer set up so it's out of the way. And yeah, another thing I've just noticed is because these are raised, I'm actually going to have to raise these outside edges just for it to sit flush, which is fine. I'll figure out something. I'll probably just get a thin bit of wood and raise it up just a touch, and yeah, we'll go from there. So I'll get all this together, and I'll get another piece to go from the top here to the top here, and then yeah, go from there. I'm sort of making it up as I go, so we'll see what happens, but it seems to be working well for me so far. Alrighty, so first mistake, I just went to put it in and the tech screws are actually hanging out just a touch either side and it doesn't fit in properly. So I've got to somehow make a way to make them flush. So I might even come in from the back here and go in, or yeah, I probably will do that because there's enough room up the back to be able to do that. So I'll do that now and change them over and see if it fits again. Alrighty, so I did fix it. What I've done is I've actually drilled out these holes just a touch bigger so that the screws actually sit flush. Oh, not quite, but enough to sit in there. So it's actually sitting in there now, fairly nice. Sorry about the shaky cam. So that should sit in there, something like that. And yeah, like I said, I'll raise these up just a touch, and then that should give that enough room and somewhere to sit. I might even push this off to one side and put a little divider in there maybe. I don't know what I'd put down there, but who knows. I'll finish making this up and we'll go from there. Might even see if we can get the drawers in today. Alrighty, so this is what I've come up with so far. I've got the 3 middle rows and one at either end. Got that end one still in there. I've just added some bases to keep that level, so they're good. Now's the moment of truth. We're going to sit the drawers on it. I've just had them there So yeah, that's why these are spaced in just a touch. I just sat this on top of it to see where I needed these to attach the actual drawers to. So I'll throw them in now and see if they fit. Alrighty, they fit, thank goodness. Alright, so what I got to do is just bolt these. I might even just tech screw them on. Do that to either side. The drawers can go in, fridge can go on. Trestle table is underneath, so I can use that. The other thing that I don't know about yet is how I'm actually going to mount this base to the car. But yeah, that can be a job for another day. So yeah, next bit of progress. I'm super happy with it. Honestly, a little bit surprised that I did it, you know, first try sort of thing. Never really done anything like this, but it wasn't too bad. I guess I'll throw the fridge in and the drawers in and we'll see what it looks like. Alrighty, so it's not the prettiest thing in the world with this down here, and I could have just gone and gotten some drawers that fit properly, but I just wanted to keep to the idea that this is a budget build, you know, spend as little as possible on it. So yeah, we got our drawers, started filling them up already with bits and pieces. Fridge, this is just a gate lock because this is actually on a slide. So yeah, that's awesome. I'm so happy with it. You know, a little bit of hard work and got exactly what I sort of wanted. It'll do the job. And the trestle table, so good. Just have to find a way to mount them now is all. And how's that too? Battery box fits in there, so I can access it through this back window. If need be, I can pull this down and get to it. If need be, I can pull the whole back down, and that way I can open her up and get to the battery if I need. And yeah, should do the job. And then I still have a bit of space back here, which I don't know what I'll put back here or what I'll do with it, but yeah, it's actually coming along really nicely. I'm super happy with it. Alrighty, so I've got it mounted in now. There's little gaps down here. I've just ratchet strapped it. And there's two little, let's see if I can't get to them. Two little clips down there that I've got the straps on at that end. So it's holding it there sort of just enough. You know, it's fairly tight. I might even get another one to run across. But yeah, we'll put the drawers in. So I've just gotten into the back seat here as well. I'll just sort of push it up as close to the door as I can without really touching it, just to get it where it wants to be in the nicest spot. And yeah, give me as big of a gap here as possible to fit that battery in nicely. Alrighty, so I got 2 screws there, 2 there, 2 there, and 2 there. Now it's ready to have the drawers in there. Alrighty, so I've just about got everything in. I've got the fridge in. I've made that way so that I can access it from the side window if need be. All the switches are there to access it. I'll have the battery in there. And then I've got this box that I got a while ago, which I've just attached these on front and back to strap it down, just for a bit more storage. There's butane for my gas cooker and whatnot. And then, yeah, start kitting out the drawers. Got a winch damper, I need a winch, is the other thing. Welding gloves for touching hot stuff on the fire. That's a buildable shovel, rope. And then I've got in here an inverter, spare parts, and my gas cooker. And then I've got all these to go in. That's just rubbish. But yeah, plates, that, egg holder, and yeah, just bits and pieces for in the car. So next thing I reckon I'll try and do is the second battery setup, which I've got the battery, it's actually on charge at the moment, but yeah, I've got the battery ready to go in. I've got, I'm not going to be able to do it. Yes, I am. Don't worry. This, so I can hook up the second battery. Just got to get a wiring kit, and yeah, then she'll be happy as. Alrighty, I would call today pretty successful. Pajero is back away in its little hidey hole for the next few days until next weekend, I guess. Yeah, I got a few videos of me wheeling this weekend. I'll put them just after this one. Yeah, so if you enjoyed today's video and you want to see some more of the Pajero, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.